पवन हेतु तव अवतारा समपतित प्रभु न पाइबे आरा हाँ प्रभु नित्यानंदा प्रेमानंदे सुखे कृपावलोकना करो आमी बरो दुखे दया करो सीतापति अद्वैता गोसाई तव कृपा बले पाय चैतन्य निताय हाँ स्वरूप सनातन रूप रघुनाथा भट्ट जुगा श्री जीवा प्रभु लोकनाथा दया करो श्री आचार्य प्रभु श्रीनिवास रामचंद्र संग मंगे नरोत्तम दास हरे कृष्णा कृष्ण कृष्ण हरे 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 राम 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 हरे हरे
Hare Krishna. Can I open this song, Udilo Aruna? Udilo Aruna पुरबभागे द्विजमणि गौरा मणि जागे उदिलो अरुणा पुरबभागे द्विजमणि गौरा मणि जागे भक्त समूह लोइया साथे गेला नगर व्राजे भक्त समूह साथे तथाई बाजलो खोल घन घन ताहे झांझर रोल प्रेमे धला धला सोनार अंग चरणनुपुर बाजे मुकुंद माधव यादव हरि बोले न बोलो रे वदन भोरी मिछे नींदा माशे गेलो रे राती दिवस शरीर साजे एमन दुर्लभ मानव देहो पाइया की कोरो भावना के हो एबे न भजिले यशोदा सुता चरमे पोरी बेलाजे उदित तपन होइले अस्त दिन गेलो बोली होइबे व्यस्त तबे केनो एबे आलस होय न भज हृदय राजे जीवन अनित्य जन हसर ताहे नाना विध विपद भर नामाश्रय कोरे जातने तुमे ठकह अपन काजे जीवेरा कल्याण साधन काम जगते आसिये मधुर नाम अविद्यातिमिरतपन रूपे हृदय गगने विराजे। कृष्ण नाम सुधा कोरिया पान, जुराव भक्ति विनोद प्राण। नाम बिना किछु नाहि को आरो, 14 भुवन माझे। नाम बिना किछु नाहि को आरो, 14 भुवन माझे। हरे कृष्णा 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 हरे हरे, हरे राम 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 हरे हरे, हरे कृष्णा कृष्णा। हरे कृष्णा 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 हरे हरे, हरे राम 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 हरे हरे, हरे कृष्णा 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 हरे हरे, हरे हरे कृष्णा 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 हरे हरे, हरे राम 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 हरे हरे। हरे कृष्णा 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 हरे हरे, हरे राम 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 हरे हरे। हरे कृष्णा 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 हरे हरे, हरे राम 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 हरे हरे। हरे कृष्णा 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 हरे हरे, हरे राम 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 हरे हरे। जय राधा माधव राधा माधव राधे। Jaya Gauranitai, 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 Jaya Gauranitai. Jaya Jagannatha, Jaya Baladeva, Subhadramai, Jaya Sudarshana. Jaya Jaya Prabhupada, 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 Jaya Jaya Prabhupada. Nittai Gaura Hari Bol, Hari Bol, Hari Bol, Nittai Gaura Hari Bol. Shri Harinam Sankirtan Yagna ki, Srila Prabhupada ki. Can you please quickly read the translation?
When the rising sun appeared in the east, the jewel of the twice born, Lord Gaurasundar, awakened, and taking his devotees with him, he went all over the sites, towns and villages.
The mridangas call resounded. Tathai, Tathai, and the jhajas, large metal kartas that look like small cymbals, and that kirtan played in time. Lord Gauranga's golden form slightly trembled in ecstatic love of Godhead, and his footbells jingled.
All the devotees chanted the names Govinda, Mahaprabhu, and Hari. Their mouths being filled with the vibrations. They would announce to the still sleeping people, you spend your nights uselessly sleeping and your days decorating your bodies.
With every rising sun and setting, with every rising and setting of the sun, a day passes and is lost. Then why do you remain idle and not serve the Lord of the heart?
This temporary life is full of various miseries. Take shelter of the holiness as your only business.
To penetrate the darkness of ignorance and bless everyone's heart, the holy name has risen like the shining sun.
Drink the pure nectar of the holy name. There is nothing but the name to be had. The 14 words. It has within the soul of the Bhaktivedanta Swami
Śrī Caitanya-Mahaprabhu ki, Srila Bhaktivedanta Thakur ki. Om Ajnana-timirandhasya Jnananjana-shalakaya Chakshurunmilitam Yena Tasmai Sri Gurave Namaha. Śrī Caitanya-manobhishtam Sthapitam Yena Bhutale Swayam Rupa Kadamayyam Dadati Svapadantikam Vandeham Shri Gurau Shri Yutapadakamalam Shri Kurun Vaishnavamscha Shri Rupam Sakrajatam Sahagana Raghunatanvitam Tam Sajivam Sadvaitam Savadhutam Parijana Sahitam Krishna Chaitanya Devam Shri Radha Krishna Padan Sahagana Lalita Shri Vishakhanvitamscha Nama Om Vishnu Padaya Krishna Prishtaya Bhutale Srimate Bhaktivedanta Swami Namine Namaste Saraswate Deve Gauravani Pracharine Nirvishesha Shunyavadi Paschatya Deshatarine Vancha Kalpatarubhyascha Kripa Sindhubhya Evacha Patitanam Pavanebhyo Vaishnavebhyo Namo Namaha Namo Mahavadanyaya Krishna Prema Pradayate Krishnaya Krishna Chaitanya Namine Gauratpise Namaha He Krishna Karuna Sindho Dina Bandho Jagatpate Gopesha Gopika Kanta Radha Kanta Namostute तप्तकाञ्चन गौराङ्गी राधे वृन्दावनेश्वरी वृषभानुसुते देवी प्रणमामि हरिप्रिये जय श्री कृष्ण चैतन्य प्रभु नित्यानंद श्री अद्वैत गदाधर श्रीवासादि गौरभक्तवृंद हरे कृष्णा 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 हरे 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 राम 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 हरे हरे. Hare Krishna, welcome you all this morning class. So today we are going to discuss on the pastimes of Lord Chaitanya Mahaprabhu on the occasion of tomorrow's most auspicious 540th appearance of Lord Śrī Caitanya Mahaprabhu. So to speak about Lord Chaitanya, I think I am not qualified, because when you read about Lord Chaitanya, the emotions, the relations, they are very exalted. It's very difficult to understand. But I will just repeat like a parrot, whatever is mentioned in the scriptures. Especially, I was going through the Chaitanya Bhagavata, written by Srila Vrindavandas Thakur. It's a very beautiful book. You get a lot of stories about Lord Chaitanya. So let us offer our pranams to Lord Chaitanya by reciting this beautiful verse from Chaitanya-Caritāmṛta. Anarpita charim chirat karunayavatirna kalau Anarpita charim chirat karunayavatirna kalau Samarpayitumunnatojvalarasam svabhakti shriyam Samarpayitumunnatojvalarasam svabhakti shriyam Harihi purata sundaradyuti katamba sandipitaha Harihi purata sundaradyuti kadamba sandipitaha Sada hridaya kandare spuratu va Sachinandana Sada hridaya kandare spuratu va Sachinandana. May the Supreme Lord, who is known as the son of Srimati Shachi Devi, be transcendently situated in the innermost core of your heart. Resplendent with the radiance of molten gold, he has descended in the age of Kali by his causeless mercy to bestow what no incarnation has ever offered before. The most elevated mellow of devotional service, the mellow of conjugal love. Śrī Caitanya Mahaprabhu ki jai. Hare Krishna. So, just a question. What is the reason for the appearance of Lord Chaitanya Mahaprabhu? To distribute Krishna Prem and deliver the conditions also. Good answer. Any other answer? To teach devotional service. Huh? Power of? Not able to hear you. Speak louder.
श्री कृष्ण चैतन्य प्रभु दया करो मोरे. उसमें लाइन आता है ना, पतित पावन है तो तवा होता है.
To deliver the fallen souls. Yes. experience the mood of Srimati Radharani. So yeah, all of you has given right answers. So Śrī Caitanya Mahaprabhu appeared to invoke. Of course, he came to distribute prema, but more precisely, he came to invoke Krishna prema, love of Godhead in everyone's heart. By whatever all of you has told. By all of those things, by chanting, by bhakti, etc., etc. But what is the ultimate? Ultimate is what? To invoke love of Godhead, prema in everyone's heart. Others you are chanting, but there is no prema coming. Because you are doing offenses. So, the purpose of his appearance is not just to give the holy name, but to invoke the love of Krishna in everyone's heart. That is like the final, achievement. Then Chaitanya Mahaprabhu will be happy, right? Otherwise, we are doing bhakti, we are doing chanting, but there is no love coming. Then we are doing something wrong, right? The final result is that we develop prema, invoke prema in everyone's heart. So today, of course, as I said, Chaitanya-Caritāmṛta, Chaitanya Bhagavata, they are very vast topics. Today I am going to cover a little bit part of that on the life of Chaitanya Mahaprabhu from Chaitanya Bhagavata. That is about after the passing away of Sri Jagannath Mishra, the father of Lord Chaitanya, Nimai. He goes to Gaya, Dham. He does final rites there, and then he meets his spiritual master. Then, after that, his life is completely different. Jai Shri Shri Radha Madhav ki, Shri Shri Gaur Nitai ki, Shri Shri Jagannath Baladev Subhadra Maharani ki, Srila Prabhupada ki. Before going to Gaya, he was a very, very, very naughty person. When he was a child in Nadia, Navadvip, he was very naughty. That you can read the childhood pastimes of Nimai. Maybe I think tomorrow Nitai Madhav will describe more about the childhood pastimes, appearance leelas. So he's a very naughty boy and very argumentative. Nadia, Navadvip is a place is a seat. There are 6 systems of the philosophy, and Navadvip is the seat of Nyaya, logic. So naturally, all the people over there, they will be profound in the knowledge of Nyaya scriptures. And Chaitanya Mahaprabhu from his childhood, he would do lot of logics, arguments with the friends, with the scholars, with his mother, Shachimata. And people would get kind of disturbed, to see his behavior. But after the passing away of his father, and then he goes to Gaya and comes back, he's a completely different person. He changes, completely changes. And that we will see today. What happened in Gaya, what changed him, and what change happened in him, we'll see today. So at some places I will explain, some places, because there are details, I don't want to miss, especially some details, so I will read some places. Okay. So after the father, Jagannath Mishra, he passes away, Chaitanya Mahaprabhu, Nimai, he's still Nimai, or Vishwambara. So he takes his mother's permission and goes to Gaya. He goes to Gaya to offer Shraddha ceremony, to offer the Shraddha for his father. Because generally in our scriptures, it is said for a father you have to offer Shraddha at Gaya. And for mother, you know where it is? Siddhapur. It's in Gujarat. Siddhapur. Where Kardama Muni did tapasya. He got the darshan of the Lord Kapila, Devahuti. That's a Siddhapur. You can offer other places also, but when you say exclusively, then that is the place. So, he takes his mother's permission and he leaves. And he goes with his disciples. Because he is already having a school. He is running a school at Navadvip. He is teaching logic. So he has some disciples. Grammar, he is teaching grammar. He has some disciples. So with his disciples he has gone. So on the way to Gaya, he does Krishna Katha. He sits with his disciples, gives spiritual discourses, classes, and he is very expert in cracking jokes. So he would crack jokes, he would discuss spiritual topics. So in that way, he went through. So one day while passing Nimai, wantedly he acted that he has a big fever, high temperature. He acted. So then the disciples tried to reduce the fever by some means. It could not happen. Then Nimai says that my fever will only go if I get the Charanamrita of a pure Brahmana. Then the students go out, and after some time they bring Charanamrita of a Brahmana. And then Nimai comes back to his normal condition. So, after some days, they reach Gaya. As soon as Chaitanya Mahaprabhu Nimai reaches Gaya, he immediately offers pranam to the dham. He offers pranam. And then he takes bath at Brahmakund. And then after that, he goes to take darshan of Vishnupada. What is there in Gaya? Vishnupada, the lotus feet of Lord Vishnu. So when he entered into the temple, the Vishnupad temple, he sees the whole environment is very spiritually surcharged. The Brahmanas were chanting the mantras, glorifying the lotus feet of the Lord. How do you glorify the lotus feet of the Lord? What glorious things has the glorious lotus feet of the Lord has done? Gangaji has appeared from the lotus feet of the Lord. And what other glorious things does the lotus feet of the Lord has done? Lakshmi ji is massaging the lotus feet of the Lord. The lotus feet of the Lord, no glories? Yeah. शिव जी ब्रह्मा जी उनके हृदय में रखते हैं. What else? The dust of the lotus feet of the Lord, Ahalya, the stone became, the curse is done, over. The lotus feet of the Lord blessed Bali Maharaj. I forgot. Bali Maharaj. So like this, the Brahmanas were glorifying the verses from the scriptures. And the whole temple, that Gaya temple, where the lotus feet is there, it is filled with mountains of fragrant flowers. Colorful flowers were offered to the lotus feet. Incense, perfumes, clothes, ornaments, they were all offered. And then the Brahmanas were chanting the glories of the lotus feet of the Lord. It is said, the author says that just a moment of sincere meditation upon this lotus feet, it will save you from hell. Just a moment of meditation on this lotus feet, it will save you from hell. So when Lord Chaitanya Mahaprabhu, Nimai, when he was listening to these mantras and taking darshan of the Vishnupad, he entered into trance. How many of you entered into trance taking darshan of the Lord? You see, in the life of Chaitanya Mahaprabhu, every minute he goes into trance. Big problem. If someone goes into coma every minute, that's what was happening with Chaitanya Mahaprabhu. After coming back from Gaya, you will see what happened to him. He has changed, he has gone mad. What happened in Gaya that this person completely changed? Generally, what happened? He went to Iskcon, something happened to him. So Chaitanya Mahaprabhu went into ecstasy when he is hearing these mantras, glorifying the lotus feet of the Lord and taking darshan. He went into ocean of ecstatic love, and then tears started flowing from his eyes and his entire body shivering, trembled. When these Brahmanas, they saw Chaitanya Mahaprabhu, they were shocked. What happened to him? Who is he? What happened to him? At that same time, by the divine arrangement of Lord, Śrī Ishwarapuri, he was present there. Who is Ishwarapuri? Who is Ishwarapuri? And spiritual master of Chaitanya Mahaprabhu. This is the divine arrangement that Chaitanya Mahaprabhu meets Ishwarapuri. Even before this also, once Ishwarapuri visits Navadvip. This is the second time. So by the divine arrangement, Ishwarapuri happened to be there and he meets Lord Chaitanya. And he was so overjoyed to see Nimai. And both of them embraced each other. Before that, Chaitanya, he offered pranams to Ishwarapuri. Then both of them embraced very affectionately. They could not control their emotions. Chaitanya Mahaprabhu, Nimai, he is crying. Ishwarapuri, he is also into tears. And both of them, they were into so much tears, all the clothes got drenched. Then Chaitanya Mahaprabhu, Nimai, he starts glorifying Ishwarapuri. He says that here people come to do Shraddha. So that activity of them is only benefiting that particular person to whom they are offering. The people come here to take darshan of Lord's lotus feet. So it is only benefiting them, whoever comes. But you, my dear master, your lotus feet, by your presence here, it is liberating everyone at one time. By your presence, this place has become much more holier. As the Bhagavatam verse says, Bhavatvida Bhagavatas Tirtha Bhuta Swayam Vibho Tirthi Kurvanti Tirthani Swantastena Gadamrata. So I only ask one benediction from you, that I may drink the nectar of Lord Krishna's lotus feet. So like that Chaitanya Mahaprabhu, Nimai, he is asking whom? Ishwarapure. Ishwarapure replied, Pandita, I know that you are, I know you well that you are the Supreme Lord who appeared, because the knowledge that you possess, the transcendental nature that you possess, it is evident that you are the Supreme Lord. Last night I got a dream that I met the Supreme Lord, and today I am meeting you. So then when Nimai heard these words, he was very happy. So both of them spent some time, and then Ishwarpuri left from there. Then Chaitanya Mahaprabhu, after doing Shraddha ceremony, he visits few other places near Gaya. Anyone been to Gaya? No one? He visits few other places near Gaya. Rama Gaya, Bhima Gaya, Yudhishthir Gaya, etc. And he offers Shraddha over there. So whenever he visited these places, he would offer Shraddha, and the Brahmanas, after doing the puja, they would go to Chaitanya Mahaprabhu and ask Dakshina. You know what Chaitanya did? What Dakshina he gave to the Brahmanas? He just looked at the Brahmanas and gave a beautiful smile. And when the Brahmanas saw that beautiful smile, they forgot the Dakshina. Their material attachments are cut off. They forgot everything and they just, immersed in the beauty of the Lord. If we do that, people will think we are mad. अरे ब्राह्मण ने पूजा किया, अभी फीस देना है, स्माइल करेगा तो अरे क्या कर what are you doing? So we should not imitate. Therefore it is said, Lord is Lord. We are like that. So he completed his visits to different holy places and then returned to his home in Gaya, wherever he is staying. Then next day he started preparing some bhoga, prasadam. At that time, suddenly Ishwarpuri comes. And Ishwarpuri sees that Chaitanya Mahaprabhu is cooking, almost cooking done. Ishwarpuri says, "Oh, I came at the right time." He says, "I came at the right time." Then Nimai says, "It's good fortune that you came here today. I hope you will stay here and accept this rice prasadam." In Chaitanya-Caritāmṛta, everywhere rice, sabjis, sweets are mentioned. Chapatis are not mentioned. I don't know why. It's Bengali, So please take some rice prasadam. Ishwarpuri said, "If I eat, then what you will eat?" Chaitanya Mahaprabhu, Nimai says, "I'll cook again some rice for myself." Ishwarpuri says, "No, it's okay. Why you want to cook? We will share. Whatever is there, we will share." Then the Lord says that whatever is cooked, it's for you. I'll cook more rice in no time. Don't worry. Just eat. Just accept this. So then, whatever prasadam is prepared, Nimai offers to Ishwarapuri. And it's very delicious. Ishwarapuri relishes that. And then Chaitanya Mahaprabhu, when he was serving Ishwarapuri, inside, someone is cooking rice for him. Who is he? Who is that person? someone comes and cooks for Chaitanya Mahaprabhu. Very good. Lakshmi Devi. Lakshmi Devi comes and cooks prasadam for Lord Chaitanya. So then Ishwarpuri lies down for some time. And then Chaitanya Mahaprabhu, just like how a disciple serves a spiritual master, Chaitanya Mahaprabhu is sitting and massaging the lotus feet of Ishwarpuri with scented oils. Massaging with scented oils. So in this way, Chaitanya Mahaprabhu was serving. Then it is said Chaitanya Mahaprabhu visited the birthplace of Ishwarpuri, took some dust from there, considering that as his a very precious property. It's a very valuable possession that I can get is the dust from the birthplace of Ishwarpuri. Then the next day, Nimai, he goes to Ishwarpuri and he begs for initiation, Diksha. Ishwarpuri says, how is it that you are asking me mantra Diksha? I am ready to give you my life and soul. You are asking mantra Diksha. Then the Lord said, but thereafter Lord receives mantra Diksha. He receives the Dashakshara mantra, 10-syllable mantra it is said, which is called Gopal mantra from Ishwarpuri. And he also receives the Hare Krishna mantra. So when, after receiving the mantra, Chaitanya Mahaprabhu, he surrenders Ishwarpuri saying that, please bless me that I may always float in the ocean of Krishna Prem. Ishwarpuri was very moved by the words of Chaitanya Mahaprabhu and embraces him tightly. And then as usual, after the embrace, the tears started flowing, profuse tears. Nimai stayed in Gaya for some days. And a time had come that the purpose of his appearance, to reveal that, a time had come to reveal the purpose of the appearance of Lord Chaitanya Mahaprabhu. And after the Diksha, his love for Krishna was increasing day by day. His love for Krishna was increasing day by day. He would just sit at a secluded place and chant his Ishta mantra and go into ecstasy. He is lost to the external world. He would go into ecstasy. And when he comes back to the external consciousness, he would say, my dear Krishna, you are my life and soul. You have stolen my heart. Where have you gone, leaving me alone? Where can I find you? Who can understand this? If we do the same thing, people think we are mad. Chaitanya, that is the madness of love. In this way, Nimai, he would go into separation from the Krishna. He would fall down, he would roll on the ground like a mad fellow. Till then he was a scholar, a logician, a teacher. But then the Diksha, after the Diksha, he has changed completely. He has been pierced with the love of God. He has changed completely. Then all the disciples, they lifted Chaitanya Mahaprabhu and brought him back. Nimai says that all of you go back to Navadvip. I don't want to come. I don't want to stay with my family. I want to go to Vrindavan. Go back. I don't want to come. And then that night he gets up and starts going to Mathura, Vrindavan. Then from the sky there was a voice. Don't go now. this is not the right time. There will come, a right time will come when you will go, but not now. The purpose of your appearance is not yet fulfilled, not yet achieved. You please go back. Then when he hears that voice from the sky, he goes back. Then after some days, he takes permission from Ishwarapuri, and with all his disciples, he goes back to where? Navadvip. It is said, Lord Chaitanya Mahaprabhu will appear in the heart of the person who hears with faith and devotion this narration of Chaitanya Mahaprabhu going to Gaya. That is the Falashruti of hearing the pastime of Chaitanya Mahaprabhu going to Gaya and come. So then, after coming back to Gaya, Chaitanya Mahaprabhu started exhibiting a very different mood, which no one has seen it before. This mood of trance, ecstasy. So after many days, when Nimai Pandit came back to Navadvip, everyone is very happy to see the Lord. Friends, relatives, they all rushed to see the Lord. And Nimai, who was a very arrogant person before, he used to argue a lot, he used to put so much logic, he used to crack jokes, chastise. He started speaking very softly, very humbly with them. Then Chaitanya Mahaprabhu, Nimai, he started sharing his experience of his visit to Gaya. And he says that before sharing his experience, he says that I could visit Gaya only because of all of your blessings and good wishes. He glorifies them first. And everyone was so impressed to see Nimai's humility. They were so impressed. Then all the elders, they gave him blessings, a long duration of life. So everyone reciprocated with them according to their status. And the most joyful person of all of them is Sachi Mata, mother. She saw that her son had come back. And also Chaitanya Mahaprabhu's wife. Who was she? Vishnu Priya. Whom did Chaitanya Mahaprabhu marry first? Vishnu Priya or Lakshmi Priya? Lakshmi Priya. So this is Vishnu Priya now, second wife. So she was very happy. Her face was glowing by seeing the husband coming back. So all the Vaishnavas were very happy to see the Lord coming back. And everyone was chanting the holy names. And to everyone's surprise, Chaitanya Mahaprabhu started speaking very softly and humbly with everyone. So, all of them, they took darshan, they had gone. And Nimai, he went to his room with few of his confidential disciples. And he told, my friends, I want to describe you the wonderful places that constantly reminded me of Lord Krishna. Then he started sharing his experience. He says, as soon as I entered the Gaya temple, I was hearing the beautiful chanting of the mantras recited by the Brahmanas who are about the glorification of the lotus feet of the Lord. And then the bells, ting, 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 that bells, the transcendental sound of the bells, the transcendental sound of the conch shells. All these things he's remembering. How he really got immersed into remembering the Lord. Hundreds of Brahmanas were chanting the Vedas. So in this way, the impression of the Lord's lotus feet entered into his consciousness. Then when the Lord was remembering his experience of Gayadham, there was incessant tears coming from his eyes. And he became uncontrolled. He is not able to speak. And then he's repeating Krishna's names. His body is getting shivered. His skin is getting goosebumps. The devotees, the disciples, they were astonished to see the Lord exhibiting different symptoms. And the tears pouring from eyes. Their eyes also, the tears pouring from their eyes. So after some time, Chaitanya Mahaprabhu came to his external consciousness and he said, "My dear friends, you go back now. Go back to your home. Come tomorrow, I will talk again. There is some deep sadness in my heart that I want to disclose to you. Tomorrow all of you come to Shuklambar Brahmachari's house. There I will describe more. Come with Murari and come with Sadashiv to Shuklambar Brahmachari's house." So they all went back. Then when Chaitanya Mahaprabhu, after coming back, his attachment or his taste for the mundane world is gone. He is not having any interest to the external world. And the mother, Sachimata, she could not understand what happened to her son. She was happy that the son came back, but she is crying now, what happened to him? He's completely gone, mad. Because she sees Chaitanya Mahaprabhu, Nima, he's getting up and crying, "Where is Krishna? Where is Krishna?" He's crying, "Where is Krishna?" And this madness, the news of the madness spread. And everyone started coming. Many other people started coming to see him. So one day, in Srivas Angan, when the devotees assembled to pluck flowers, at that time the news came that, Nimai, he came back and he started exhibiting a very different symptoms. He's chanting Krishna's name, he's going into ecstasy. When Gadadhar Pandit heard this, Gadadhar Pandit hears this and he wanted to take darshan of Chaitanya Mahaprabhu. And he came to know that day in the night, he called everyone to come to Shuklambar Brahmachari's house to discuss about his experience. Then that night, Gadadhar Pandit goes there, and there he sees in Shuklambar's house, he sees that Nimai, he is mad. He's just saying, "I found my beloved Lord, but then where he disappeared, where did he go? I just saw my Krishna, but where is he now? I saw Krishna, but where he's not there now, where he has gone? Where is Krishna?" He's crying out, he's falling down. He's going into unconscious state, in the mood of separation. He has lost the external consciousness. So the whole house of Shuklambar's house was completely turned into some very ecstatic mood. Chaitanya Mahaprabhu continuously saying, "Where is Krishna? Where he has gone?" Then after some time, Nimai, he comes to the external consciousness. He sits down. Then he sees that Gadadhar Pandit has come. Then he says, "Gadadhar, you are so fortunate because right from childhood you are so attached to Krishna. I just wasted my life in mundane knowledge, in logic, in grammar. I just wasted my life. You are so fortunate from your childhood. You are just attached to Krishna. I just wasted my time in studying useless things. By the mercy of my spiritual master, I just saw Krishna, but he disappeared. I don't know where he has gone. Maybe because of my previous impious activities, I am not able to see him." And after saying this, again he goes into unconscious state. His eyes into tears. The only words that came from Nimai is Krishna, 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 continuously, Krishna, Krishna. Then he comes back again to his external consciousness. You see, is any ordinary person can understand these things? Impossible. What a state of consciousness, Chaitanya Mahaprabhu. Again, he asks everyone, he comes back to his consciousness. Again he asks, "Where is my beloved Krishna? Tell me quickly. Where is my beloved Krishna? Tell me quickly." Sometimes we ask, "Where is my vehicle? Where is the driver? Tell me quickly." "Where is my vehicle? Tell me quickly." "Where is the contact number? Tell me quickly." Chaitanya Mahaprabhu is asking, "Where is Krishna? Tell me quickly." Tell me quickly. The devotees were moved to see Nimai's condition in separation from Krishna. They could only be speechless. They are not understanding what is happening. Completely it is like blank. What is happening? Nothing. They are not able to understand anything what is happening. Because they love Nimai so much. When they saw Nimai in that state of consciousness, they lost. What happened to him? Finally, the Lord said, "All of you, please, go back to your homes. We'll meet some other time." So there is a great viral news in Navadvip about the state of Nimai. Someone said, "He will reveal God to everyone." Another person said, "When he will adjust his ecstatic condition, he will break the heads of all the atheists." Other person said, "Perhaps because of his association with pure devotees like Ishwar Puri, he had a vision of Lord Krishna." So endlessly, the devotees were trying to find the reason for Nimai's condition. So then, Nimai, he goes to his guru, Gangadas Pandit. He offers his respects. So then Gangadas Pandit, he is happy to see Nimai, that you came back, you did your responsibilities, you came back, you have glorified your family by doing this. You came back now. When you went to Gaya, all your disciples, they were just lying like that, they were not reading. Now you came back, you teach them and brighten their lives. From tomorrow, you can resume your teaching. Then Nimai offered his pranams and then left from there. with his disciples. It is said when Nimai was going with his disciples, it was like a moon surrounded by different stars. The author writes. So, daily many people came to see the Lord, to meet Him. Whoever came, they were bewildered to see Nimai that he is no more arrogant. He is no more arrogant. They are very surprised to see the humility of the Lord, to see the ecstatic mood of the Lord. They could see that the Lord is now detached from the world and is absorbed in deep meditation. And for Mother Sachi, it is a daily tension. What happened to my son? She is praying to the Lord, my Lord, you have taken my husband, you have taken my first son, now you want to take my other son also? Please don't do that. Please keep him with me. I cannot live without him. Please just grant me this one favor. Let my child Vishwambar remain in home, healthy and well. So she is also she is not able to understand what's happening. So sometimes she would bring Nimai's wife Vishnupriya, she would bring in front of Nimai. At least maybe by seeing wife, he will come back to external consciousness. Then Chaitanya Mahaprabhu Nimai, he would just see the wife like this, stare at her as if he is not seeing only. His mind is somewhere else. He is just staring just like that. He is not speaking only. He just sat. He would just stare as if not even noticing her. Nimai just sat reciting verses in front of her wife, reciting verses and repeating, "Where is Krishna? Where is Krishna?" Where is Krishna? Then sometimes Chaitanya Mahaprabhu he would roar with ecstasy, and Vishnupriya, she would run away from here. Vishnupriya would run away from there, being fearful of the roaring ecstasy of Chaitanya Mahaprabhu. She would run away. So the ecstasy of love for Krishna and unbearable separation made sleep away from Nimai. He would just sit up whole night and he would ask, "Where is Krishna? Where is Krishna?" Damodar, have you any time? You got up in the night. Where is Krishna? So he would go deep within himself and refrain from exhibiting any ecstatic symptoms each morning. Then in the morning he would go to Ganga, take his bath. He would see his students are waiting for him, and the Lord would utter to them. To the students he would utter, "Krishna, Krishna," and nothing else. He would not speak, "How are you? Have you taken prasadam? Have you chanted your rounds? Have you read your books?" No, nothing. He would say, "Krishna, Krishna, Krishna, Krishna." Students could not understand what happened to my teacher. Students would request, "Lord, please sit. Please teach us something." Then he would sit. And by seeing the Lord, students also would chant, "Hari Hari, Hari Hari." The Nimai would be very happy when he hears the Lord's holy name, "Hari Hari, Hari Hari." He would become absorbed in the meditation, forgets the external senses. So then from here, Nimai's teaching to the students completely changed. Before he was teaching logic, grammar, different subjects, mundane knowledge. From now onwards, it is something different. The Nimai would say, the only truth is the holy name of the Lord. As described in the Shastras, Krishna is the worshipable Lord, Krishna is the supreme controller, He is the maintainer, Brahma, Shiva are all His servants. Whoever tries to explain anything without Krishna is in illusion. His words have no truth. And in fact, his birth is useless if a person tries to explain anything without connection to Krishna. The Vedanta Sutra describes about the devotional service to the Lord as the ultimate goal. The mundane scholars forgot this, being mesmerized, being illusioned by the external world. They forgot this. Any person who tries to explain the Shastras, keeping Krishna aside, he is like a washerman's donkey who is carrying only a big load. So any person who is just reading Shastras without explaining Krishna, he is carrying a big load of books like a donkey, carrying clothes of his master. People are so foolish, Chaitanya Mahaprabhu says. People in general are so foolish. Why? Instead of meditating on Lord Krishna, they meditate on some other soul. Instead of meditating on Lord Krishna, they meditate upon some other suffering souls. Leaving aside the greater pleasure of glorifying Krishna. They left the greater pleasure of glorifying Lord Krishna and they are meditating on the suffering souls. My dear students, whatever I have said, hear this carefully because this is the truth. Take shelter of Krishna's lotus feet. I openly challenge anyone. Let them come and let them refute what I have said. I am challenging. Let them come and refute what I have said. In this way, the Lord would speak about the glories of Krishna and His holy name, and he would go into trance. Then, after speaking like this, Nimai would ask his students, how is my commentary? How did I speak? How was my class? He asked his disciples. Students would say, really speaking, we could not understand anything what you told. You described Krishna as purport of everything, every word, every sentence. Who can understand this? The Nimai, he would laugh and say, pack your bags and go. Go and take bath in Ganga. So the students would go take bath in Ganga. They would be happy by taking bath, sporting in the waters. Then when Nimai was taking bath in Ganga, Mother Ganga became so happy. She started sending more waves of ecstatic love. And they were enjoying those waves. After taking bath, Nimai offered water to Tulsi. And he sat down to eat at his house. Sachimata brought food and offered to Nimai to eat. Sachimata would ask, my dear son, where have you gone today? What did you read today? Who did you argue with? Because that was his daily thing, arguing, going to different places. Then the Lord replied, today we read about the holy name of Krishna and the glories of his lotus feet. He started glorifying Krishna in the lotus feet with devotional service. Then he says, the Vedas say, Shastra that fails to establish the process of devotional service to the Supreme Lord is to be rejected. Even if Brahma will come and speak, one should not listen. If that is not glorifying Krishna. Then he starts preaching to his mother. My dear mother, try to develop in every aspect attachment to the Supreme Lord. Because from many lifetimes we are stuck in this cycle of birth and death. Whoever refuses the worship of Krishna's lotus feet, he is a great sinner. He soon becomes a resident of hell. So the Lord continued, he would enlighten Sachimata about the painful condition of the material existence. Just like Lord Kapila enlightened whom? Mother Devahuti. While eating, while sleeping, while remaining awake, Nimai did not explain anything except Krishna. Only Krishna, 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 Krishna. Only Krishna. So when the devotees heard about this transformation of Nimai, they talked among themselves. How Krishna manifested in his body? How he became like this? Again, they are trying to find out some reason. Is it because of association? Is he has gone to Gaya? Is it because of association with Ishwar Puri? Or what? What could be the reason? Or because of his pious activities? What could be the reason? And the Lord would perceive Krishna everywhere, day and night. He constantly chanted the holy name. Previously, Nimai was so absorbed in the Shastras, in the logic, in the argument. But now he is relishing Krishna and nothing else. So from the Lord's mouth, only Krishna was coming and nothing else was coming. One day, the students asked, Nimai, what is the meaning of Siddha Varna Samamnaya? This is the first sutra of some Kalpa grammar. Then they, when they asked like this, then Nimai replied, every letter of the alphabet is meant to signify Narayana. How can one perfect his use of the letters of the alphabet by, they become perfect by the merciful glance of Krishna. Then when they hear this, the students would ask, Pandita, oh Pandita, please explain things properly. Because they asked some grammatical question and Chaitanya Mahaprabhu was speaking about Krishna, Krishna, Krishna. The students would say, explain properly. Nimai would say, remember Krishna every moment. I am explaining service to Lord Krishna, which is the beginning, the middle and the end of all Vedic literatures. When the students heard this, they started laughing. It appears that he is influenced by the imbalance of air. Some pitta problem, vata problem comes, no? People go mad. So they're thinking maybe because of imbalance of the air in his body, he's speaking like this. Nimai would say, this is the verdict of all the Shastras. If you cannot understand my statements, I'll explain you afternoon. I want to go now, read, and I'll meet you later. Students would go from there. And they would go to the Guru of Nimai, Gangadas Pandit. And they'd explain, oh, Lord is behaving, Nimai is behaving all crazy way. We asked him to explain the meaning of some grammar. He started speaking about Krishna, Krishna, Krishna. We don't know what to do. He seems very strange to us. Please tell us what to do. Then Gangadas Pandit says, go now home, return tomorrow. Don't worry, I will speak with Nimai so that he will teach you properly. Then the next day, Nimai, he meets Gangadas Pandit, and then Gangadas Pandit says, Vishwambar, it's a great fortune a Brahmana is able to give instruction like you. Your grandfather Nilambar Chakravarti, your father Jagannath Mishra, they were both scholars, and you are also very learned. Are not your parents devotees of the Lord? Why don't you continue your devotion and at the same time do your studies and teaching? You please do that. Then Nimai replied, by your mercy, there is no one in Navadvip who can defeat me in debate, who can refute my arguments. I'll go to every town and teach. I would like to see who has the courage to find any fault in my commentaries. Then the Lord leaves from there. The Lord leaves from there. He comes to Ganga. He sits down there. He starts giving discourses. And he speaks with his students. In Kali Yuga, the so-called scholar who has no idea of conjugation receives the title Bhattacharya. No one has the idea of philosophy. Still, they debate with audacity. Who is there to challenge me? Let me see if there is anyone. So, there were some scholars nearby. They were fearful to see the strong statements of Nimai. So then, one day he visits Ratnagarbha Acharya's house, who was a great devotee, and he is very fond of Srimad Bhagavatam. So he speaks the glorification of the Lord from the Bhagavatam. So Chaitanya Mahaprabhu hears, Nimai hears that, and he goes into ecstasy, he becomes unconscious. And then when he sees Ratnagarbha Acharya, he stops. What happened to you? Then Chaitanya Mahaprabhu says, go on reciting, go on reciting. And the Brahmana continued. So in that way, he would go into ecstasy when he hears Bhagavatam. Then Gadadhar Pandit was there at that time. He says, please stop, don't read anymore. He will go into more unconscious state. Because that was the thing. He was reading from Bhagavatam about the form of the Lord. How the Lord was blackish. How golden cloth, nicely decorated with flowers, garlands, peacock feather, crown, various kinds of jewelries. So he went into ecstasy. I'll end with one story. So here, the student asked, one day in the class, the students asked Nimai, what is the meaning of dhatu? What is the meaning of dhatu? Definition of dhatu. What is dhatu? What is dhatu? Dhatu. Element. Dhatu. Dhatu, root. Like in the Sanskrit, there are dhatu words. Shas dhatu. From Shas dhatu comes Shastra, Shastra, Shishya. Shas is the dhatu. So dhatu is a root word. So that student asked Nimai, what is the definition of dhatu? You know what the Nimai replied? The real meaning of dhatu is verbal root, which is the energy of Lord Krishna. So the real meaning of dhatu or verbal root is the energy of Lord Krishna. There were many kings in the past who had beautiful bodies decorated with gold ornaments, flower garlands and sandalwood paste. Let me explain to you. What happens when the dhatu or life leaves the body? What happens when the dhatu or life leaves the body? The body that was for so long worshipped becomes contaminated as soon as the life leaves. And anyone who touches it has to immediately, what happens? When you touch a dead body, what you have to do? Achman? Take bath immediately. The son who spent happy hours on the father's lap must burn that body to ashes. Therefore, the actual object of love is not the body, it is the living energy within, which is transcendental. The real meaning of dhatu or essential substance is the energy of Krishna. This is what Chaitanya Mahaprabhu explained. They were thinking in a grammatical way, and Chaitanya Mahaprabhu explained in a very different way. Then he says, let me see who can refute this. I am giving a challenge. Who can refute this? So when the poor disciples heard this, no one can refute. Whatever you said is right. Who can refute that? You are telling the right thing. Then Chaitanya Mahaprabhu asked, how was my explanation? About dhatu. Students replied, whoa, you revealed the truth to us. Your explanations cannot be refuted by anyone. Although we refer to the present day grammar, what you are explained is the eternal truth. Then the Lord asked, can anyone explain how the disturbance of air within my body is influencing my mind and thus causing me to talk about something else instead of verbal roots? Then the students replied, when we see that you hear, as soon as you hear some topic about Krishna, your nature becomes changed, transformed. Who can understand such esoteric things? We don't believe that you are an ordinary person. Then the Lord asked, what transformation you saw in me? The students replied, oh, it was so wonderful to see that. Chaitanya Mahaprabhu doesn't know that he is transformed. I was doing in Japa Ashraya course, Maharaj, Bhaktivedanta Bhagavat Maharaj, he told one very wonderful statement. When you attain perfection in chanting, you don't know that you are chanting. When you attain perfection in chanting, you don't know that you are chanting. When you go to that state of consciousness, because what is chanting? It is a cry of a child for the mother. Then he called one boy. Cry for the mother. Show how you cry. So then one of our members, two came, one acting as a child, one acting as a mother. Call, how you call your mother? Call, Ma. He was calling so loud that he forgot. He really went into ecstasy. That person, he really went into ecstasy and he fell down there. Calling mother. So you don't know when you call in separation from the bottom of your heart, you don't know that you are calling. Similarly, Chaitanya Mahaprabhu in his ecstasy, he don't know that he has transformed. What sort of transformation you saw in me? And students reply, it was so wonderful to see. Your entire body shivered and became covered with goosebumps, likes of which we have never seen before. When the Brahmana was reciting Srimad Bhagavatam, when you heard, you fell unconscious. When you came out of your trance, tears started from your eyes. Your body began to shake uncontrollably. Even 1,000 people could not catch you at that time. You perspired profusely. You were lying on the ground with dust, covered with dust. Everyone was amazed to see. Some thought you must be Supreme God, Narayana. Others thought you must be a great sage, Vyasa, Shukadeva, Narada, because they also exhibited similar symptoms. Then we all came together, we caught you, we holded you and brought you to the external consciousness. You do not know any of this. And there is one more thing that we want to tell you. All your explanations of word meanings for the last 10 days have exclusively described about devotional service to Krishna and the glories of chanting His holy names. Because of this, we were not able to understand the lessons from the books. We were little fearful of you to tell you about this. Your scholarliness allows you to speak about Krishna like this. It is truly amazing. No one can equal you. And then the Lord says, 10 days? You didn't study 10 days? He was saying. You should have told me before about this. Just see, forgot. Lord is saying, from 10 days you are not studying. Why you have not told me before? He is in ecstasy. Student replied, because whatever you said, it was correct. Krishna is the absolute truth. This is the verdict of the Shastras. Whatever you explained is the essence of the education, but due to our limited intelligence, we could not understand this. Then the Lord was very pleased to hear this. You have certainly spoken the truth. My words are not actually meant for others. I am constantly seeing a little boy. You see what Lord is saying. I am constantly seeing a little boy in front of me with black complexion playing a flute. That is why you always hear me speaking about him. Why Chaitanya Prabhu is speaking about Krishna all the time? Because he is seeing a little boy in front of him in blackish complexion. So, I cannot teach you anymore. All of you, I am giving you freedom. Please go and find another teacher. I cannot talk anything other than Krishna, His name, His pastimes. In this state, it will not be possible for me to teach you any longer. Vishwambar, he packed the books and given to the students. Go and find some other teacher. Students said, we also decided to give up our studies. Having once studied under you, we don't have any hope of finding another teacher who can explain things as well as you. Being the thought of separation from you will be a heavy burden for us. They lamented. We want to be with you. We want to take your words into our heart, birth after birth. What is the use of studying further? Whatever is studied, it is enough. Then Chaitanya Mahaprabhu says, okay, I bless all of you. Take shelter of Lord Krishna. Always chant His holy name. May Krishna become your most precious object. Indeed, your life and soul. Whatever you have studied so far is enough. Let us all go and do Sankirtan. Whatever you have studied, the Shastra is enough. let us all go and do Sankirtan. In this way, he made all his students assemble and congregationally chant the holy names of the Lord. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. This is how Chaitanya Mahaprabhu started Sankirtan in Navadvip. Śrī Caitanya-Mahaprabhu ki, Srila Prabhupada ki, Srila Vrindavan Das Thakur ki, Nittai Gaura Premanande. So we are time up. I will not take any questions. It was just Katha. Hare Krishna.